So this is game one. Let's go first. Ooh, this is this is a slightly risky hand. If I don't get another mana drop, if I don't get another forest, this is gonna blow up in my face. But I'll keep it, even though it's a little bit risky. So let's see what our opponent does. Oh, he mulliganed. Oh, okay, that's good. That's it's fortunate. Okay, Gilgate first. Let's see what he's playing. Scrimea River. It's probably something with blue in it. Oh no, green. Okay. Ah, there's the forest I needed. Perfect. Okay, let's skip ahead and let's see if he plays a Mystic we can kill with an Abrupt Decay, since we happen to have 3 of them in the deck right in our hand right now. Let's see what he's got. Oh, huh. Okay, yeah, let's kill that. Okay, let's put out the Nyx Weaver first. There's not a ton of point to playing the Courser of Kruphix first, since we can't play another land this turn, so we wouldn't even gain the life. So we can play the Nyx Weaver this turn, have it out, and then next turn pop down the Courser. And ideally he'll play something, something, I don't know, I've never seen anyone play a Deadly Recluse. I'd expect Mystics and I'd expect Sylvan Caryatids. Oh. Sliver deck. Mono green sliver deck. I don't think I'll waste the Hero's Downfall on that, but I will play the Courser first. Yeah. Probably should have attacked first, but I'll play the Courser first. No land, I'll play our land. Attack for 2. I don't know what kind of deck this is. Doesn't look like any Green Devotion that I've seen. This looks like a limited deck. Splashing black with his... Oh, Doomblade. Fun. What we might do here is use the Nyx Weaver at the end of his turn to grab an Eidolon of Blossoms from our graveyard, so we can start ramping up. Yeah, let's do that. Unless he plays something big or something dangerous that I should Abrupt Decay or Hero's Downfall. I don't think he's got the mana for anything like that, but if he does, then I'll kill it. Oh, Fog, maybe? Oh, that's not helpful to him. I don't know if this guy knows exactly what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. He might know what he's doing. I hope he knows what he's doing, because I know what I'm doing. I think. We'll just take the 2 unless he hits us, unless he like buffs his creature up a whole bunch. Nope. Huh. We don't actually have a Golgari Charm, but nice thing is we can just exile it, so we'll take our Eidolon of Blossoms now. So, you know, that was not a great move on his part. So he spent 3 mana, burned a card, and I did something I was planning on doing anyway. So that kind of sucks for him. But he, you know, I don't know if he knows that or if he's dealt with the Nyx Weaver before. You'd be amazed at how often you can pull off stuff like that with the Nyx Weaver. Not just targeted removal, but like global wipes as well. Let's play the Eidolon of Blossoms, and let's hope we get a land so we can play the font and draw a card, which would be really, really great. Nope. Okay, we didn't get the land we wanted, but next turn, assuming the Eidolon stays up, we can play Nyx Weaver and Font of Fertility and get 2 cards out of that. So we play 2 from our hand and we get 2 back to our hand. It's extremely win-win. So now we'll just let him go. You know, if he attacks us, obviously we won't block. But I'm a bit worried. I'm hesitant. I think that he might cast a removal spell on it. If he does, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I still have Nyx Weaver in hand. There's tons of removal, so you know, we're gonna win this one. But we'll just have to see. Yeah, I'm not gonna block that. He hasn't hit a land. Well, we're not hitting our land drops either, but we don't need to because we have Eidolon. We can kind of force them. I'll be damned. Well, let's play the Courser, so we actually have a lot more chances to put down a land. I'm amazed. There's 24 lands in here. We should have some of them. Okay, no lands. That's well, we can put in 2 damage. This is a little bit abnormal, not getting any lands. I think it's 2 lands we missed, and we won't have to discard this turn, which is good. But you know, it can happen sometimes, just because you draw so many cards with the Eidolon, which is really a good problem to have. You know, you don't hear any Sphinx's Revelation. You know, you don't hear anyone who runs with Sphinx's Revelation. They never complain about having to discard. So we you know, we've got the same problem, but we're doing it with creatures and you know, green black. So you know, it's just the way I like to do it. So if he attacks, we're not going to block. We can afford to take the damage. We have a lot of sources of life gain here, and I prefer not to lose the Courser just because I want to make for sure. I want to have as many chances as possible to get a land drop. Yeah, this is just a limited deck. I don't know. Somebody must. There's our land. We will take the damage because you know. There you go, Courser. But yeah, and then we have another Eidolon coming up. This is, you know, so here's the problem now. If we have 8 cards in hand, and basically if we play any of our creatures, we will actually keep 8 cards in our hand. So in order to not discard, bizarrely, we actually have to kill this creature. So let's just do that, because we still can cast other stuff. Let's kill his creature there. And then now we have 7 cards. And if we play one, like if we play our Courser here, then I actually probably should have. No, I shouldn't have played that Courser first, because then I would have missed the top deck land pull. But so now we're back up to 7 cards. So this is the deck that, you know, you're always constantly topped off. And you know, this is what I was talking about during the deck tech. You don't really want a situation where you have nothing but Eidolon of Blossoms, because that sucks a little bit, because they're only 2/2s, and they're, you know, they're pretty vulnerable, and one Anger of the Gods wipes them all out. So you know, it's okay now because we have a handful of good cards here. Tons of removal, Nylea. You know, we're set for life basically. This game is just going to, you know, be over pretty soon. There he goes. Yeah. So for sideboarding, you know, his deck does not look very cohesive. It doesn't look like it's too put together. You know, I don't see the reason to do any sideboarding. I don't know if he has a Sylvan Caryatid in there. There'd be a reason to put a Devour Flesh, but I'll just submit this as is and see what his deck does for game 2, and then we can sideboard out from there. Honestly, I can't predict what his deck will do. Based on what I saw, it didn't look like any deck I could recognize, so it might be green-black, and he just never dropped a black land. You know, he only had the sliver, which was producing mana. He might be using the slivers as Sylvan Caryatid substitutes, which would explain what's going on there. But yeah, definitely not optimal. Normally against Green Devotion, you would take in more board wipes. You would take in Extinguish All Hope, because you know, some Green Devotion plays enchantment creatures. You know, obviously the temptation to play Corsair Crewfix is very high, and Eidolon of Blossoms as well. But against Green Devotion, I usually see people playing. They play the rest of the Green Devotion shell pretty close to the to tradition of what it's been before Journey into Nyx. They play a lot of big creatures, and you see a lot of Pelucranos, which, you know, I could definitely see it in this particular deck as well. This deck that I have is a little bit more it's a little bit more control oriented than what the Green Devotion is, which is just like creatures, and then Garruk as well. And then when you combine that, and you combine tons of mana and tons of ramp, and you combine it with a you know, with an Eidolon of Blossoms, you're going to get, you know, really good board presence. You're going to have a lot of cards on the table. You're going to have a lot of really strong cards as well if, you know, you're playing big green creatures. But, you know, we have in this deck, you know, if we have Extinguish All Hope, or if we have Gaze of Granite, and he has a lot of like smaller creatures, you know, and we have spot removal as well. So against Green Devotion, I don't know if we have the upper hand, but it's definitely a fair fight. It's just, you know, a slightly different kinds of deck. But yeah, so we're just still waiting for this guy, if he comes back. I don't know if he will. We kind of trounced him a bit in the first game. But we'll see what he's got for game 2. I haven't played too many Green Devotion again with this deck recently. I played a lot with the control, the Golgari control deck, and you know, it didn't have enough creatures. It didn't have enough card draw. Mainly, it was card draw that it was unable to deal with the number of creatures available. So this is a good hand. We can play the forest turn 1. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's that one.